My last two videos have been addressed to the Christian conservative, okay? And I'm not even really sure what that means. I think it's pretty much conservative Republicans that identify with Christianity, okay? Whatever. You know, I just want to, I had a lot of views on my last video. I even picked up some more subscribers. Thank you. I guess, I only need like what? 1.9 million more and I could be in the money, right? Whatever. But you get all these wacky comments. I think some of them are trolls. I responded to a few. You go check out the last video. I've been accused of wanting a theocracy and all this, and I want a church-state system. No. That doesn't have anything to do with that video is about. Either one of them. The last two videos. Oh, there I did a sign. Well, I'm a gangbanger now. But that wasn't the point of my video. My point of the video was at the DNC. They had a Hindu woman give a pagan prayer to a pagan god, and people that identify as Christian were bowing their heads to it and reverencing it, and going along with it, and that ought not be. Now, in my last video, I made a reference to Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, and some troll or whoever got on there said Christianity wasn't even there when they were there. That doesn't have anything to do with anything. It has to do with God's commandments. There's no other God before me. Thou shalt not have any other God before me. Period. And if you're a Christian, you cannot go along with this. That's all. And then people want to turn into a church and state argument, and they want to say, I don't know anything about history, Come on. That's not what the video is about. I don't give a shit what you worship. That's your right. God gives you that right. I don't give it to you. The government sure as hell don't give it to you. God gives it to you because he gives you free will. If you want to go off and worship pagan gods, go off and worship pagan gods. I'm just trying to say, hey, if you're going to call yourself a Christian, you can't be respecting pagan gods. Am I clear now? So now everybody wants to get into this separation of church and state thing. Yeah, you're damn right. We have to have separation of church and state. We have to have it. Jesus said, render unto Caesar's that which is Caesar's, and unto God that which is God's. That's the most ultimate church and state system, anti-church and state system statement of all time. You can't mix the two. There's two forms of law. There's a civil law, which is what man's government is supposed to be controlling. When you get uncivil, you get punished. But man's governments, Caesar's government, can't regulate moral law. God's moral law. That's God's law. He's the one who regulates that. You can't have Caesar regulating moral law. You understand that? God has 10 commandments. And I've always felt that if everybody just followed the 10 commandments, there'd be peace on earth, man. But man ain't going to do that because sin entered into the world. And so now you have to have a government, a civil government, to control civil things. You have to keep, when somebody wants to be uncivil, they have to be punished for it. Anytime there's been a church-state system, there has been persecution. Look at the Roman Catholic Church. What happened during the Inquisitions? That was a church-state system. Either you were Catholic or you're a heretic. And now you're going to be tortured and dead. $50 to 150 million, who knows how many died during the Dark Ages and the Inquisitions from the Roman Catholic Church, the Antichrist, the beast of Revelation. The one that wore out the saints. Yeah, that one. The one spoken of by Daniel. Hello. Look at Islam. Go to Islamic country and stand on a street corner and start preaching the gospel and have a Bible in your hand and see what happens to you. Don't follow the Islamic laws. What happens to you? You get punished. You get persecuted. 9 out of 10 times you get dead. Go to Israel. Go to Israel and see what happens. You're not allowed to be a Christian. Oh, yeah, they'll let you in, but you better not stand on that street corner and preach. You're going to get spit on. You're going to get rocks thrown at you. Wind up jail, whatever, man. You're going to get persecuted. So, hey, Christian conservative, you better watch out for Trump. That man that you're in love with and that you're putting all your eyes on instead of putting your eyes on Jesus and staying out of this political mess, you better beware of him because he's going to bring in Christian nationalism. What the hell does that mean? Nationalism is just globalism on a smaller scale. He's going to make America pray again. Pray to who? You have no right to tell me who I could pray to. Huh. You better watch this stuff. This, what is it, Project 2025. They come out of the think tank, the Heritage Foundation, and Trump's like, oh, no, I don't know nothing about that. Yet, meanwhile, most of the writers of it was on his cabinet last time he was president. Ben Carson's on there. Yeah, he's one of the writers of it. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm for Jesus. I'm for the kingdom of heaven. I don't give a crap what happens with these man's politics that are ran from Rome. I keep my eye on it, though, because Jesus said, watch and pray, and whenever you start seeing things happening, then you know. Then you'll know what to do. You know what you have to do. I'm just saying, man, hey, anytime you have a church-state system, there's going to be persecution. That's why the founding fathers put it in the Constitution, separation of church and state. And there's a lot of false prophets like David Barton and many, I don't even know their names, but there's a lot of people saying, hey, there is no separation of church and state in the Constitution, and that is a bold-faced lie. They knew. The Constitution was written in the late 1700s, and they knew what happened in Europe during the Inquisitions, during the Dark Ages. That's why the Puritan pilgrims came over here, to escape persecution from a church-state system. Better figure this out. You know, you can't be going, you know, they're wanting to put the Ten Commandments in schools now. That sounds good to a Christian, doesn't it? But it's not constitutional, nor is it a Protestant principle. And I'll tell you why. Because the education system has become federalized. It's a federal thing now. They get federal bucks. So it used to be schools, back when they had the 8th grade one-room schoolhouses, they were local. And the local people controlled what was taught in the schools. The Bible was a textbook in the beginning of this country when it was still Protestant. Government didn't have anything to do with it. The local people funded the school. My great-grandfather, he was a foreman on the B&O Railroad that ran through Frametown, West Virginia, and he owned a little chunk of land right on the railroad tracks there, and he donated some of his land so the town, Frametown, could build a school there, a one-room, 1 through 8th grade schoolhouse. There was no federal dollars involved. You see, that's the difference. Better wake up, conservative Christian, and you better get back to your Protestant roots. I don't have anything to do with these politics, man. I just keep my eye on it because it's going to affect my life. You know, they start making certain laws that add up to the mark of the beast. Guess what? That's going to affect my very soul. That's going to affect my eternity now. It's coming. It's coming. I just want to clarify a few things. I'm down here at the river today. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. I got my crazy dog down here. He don't know that he knows how to swim. and I'm trying to teach him. So I was out wading in the river. There's a big log out there. He'll walk on that log. He'd get to that log and walk out on it, but he won't go past it because it's over his head. Well, I picked him up and I put him in the water, and he swam all the way back to the shore, right along the log like a little kid would do when he learned how to swim. He'll stay right along the edge of the pool. It's cute, man. He's a silly butt. He'll get the hang of it. I'm just going to work with him slowly. You know what I mean? Ease him into it. I don't want to freak him out. All right. Y'all have a good rest of your day and have a safe work week. And beware of false prophets, man. They are out there. They've been out there a long time. And Jesus warned about them, especially in the last days. Y'all take care. Bye.